Hi friends, it's Miss Tina and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to the channel. We're all together again and I'm so glad that you are here. Guys, I have another great story for you this week. Of course, I'm going to say it's a great story because they are great stories. I have another great story for you today. But before we get into today's story, I have a question. And there's a clue that I'm wearing right here. And that question is, say it with me. Are you tucked in? You are? Good, because I'm tucked in too. Let's get into today's story. Today's story is If You Hopped Like a Frog. And this story is written by David M. Schwartz, and it is illustrated. The pictures are by James Mahola. Let's get into it. If you hopped like a frog. If you hopped like a frog, look at those legs. You hopped very high in the air. You could jump from home plate to first base in one mighty leap. If you were as strong as an ant, look how high he jumped. You could lift a car. Wow, now that would be pretty cool, right? My microphone is disappearing. Let's see. Make sure you guys can hear me. If you had a brain of a bronchiosaurus, your brain would be smaller than a pea. Wow. If you swallowed like a snake, you could gulp a hot dog thicker than a telephone pole. If you ate like a shrew, you could devour over 700 hamburgers in a day. If you high jumped like a flea, hamburgers. 700 hamburgers. You could land on Lady Liberty's torch if you could jump like a flea. If you flicked your tongue like a chameleon, you could whip the food off your plate without using your hands. But what would your mother say? Oh my, if your mother saw you eating like that. That gives new meaning to licking the plate clean. If you craned your neck like a crane, you'd have to stretch your arm way up to scratch your head. If you had eagle eyes, you could spot a running rabbit from high in the clouds. If you dined like a pelican, you could slurp a triple root beer float in one mouthful. If you grew as fast in your first 9 months as you did in the 9 months before you were born, you would have been a towering tot taller than mountaintops, and heavier than 2.5 million elephants. Wow, that's a lot of growing, isn't it? Look how big that baby is. And he's only been around for 9 months. If you scurried like a spider, you could charge down an entire football field in just 2 seconds. I didn't know spiders move that fast. An entire football field? If you hugged like a bear, wait a minute, you already do. I love bear hugs. They're nice and strong and cuddly. I just don't want one from a bear. I don't know. Maybe you do. Well, friends, at the end of this book, if you ever go to the library to get it, it has all of these fun facts that we just read about. Well, friends, it looks like we've made it to the end. I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and share, and have a really great week, the weekend and next week. That's all for now. Get tucked in and get yourself some sleep. Bye, friends.